Hey, all of my infinite beings and friends. Welcome back to Infinite Wisdom. Infinite Wisdom. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about fear and a little bit of what I mean. So today, guys, what is it like to be in fear? What does it feel like to be scared, worried, terrified of what is going to happen and the things that have already happened in which you can't change? What is it like being afraid? What is it like having fear of things not working, or things not going your way, or things not being what you expected them to be? When you're in fear, it puts you in a state of self-embarrassment, a lack of ability. And what I mean by that is being a person who has fear. If you think about it, right? When you're afraid of something as a kid and you were afraid, your first instinct was to do anything that you could possibly do to get out of being afraid, right? And that's what I mean. Being afraid, you feel like you have to fight and claw your way out because you're afraid. And you don't know how to handle it, and all you want to do is escape from being afraid. And I know for a fact that there are so many people who are deep down afraid of who they are, afraid of what they'll become, afraid of the things they think, afraid of how they act, afraid of the things that they do, afraid of, as a big one, of what another person will think. And for a person to be in fear, again, it means that you'll do anything to get out of feeling that way. Which means you're a borderline risk, shall I say. Right, guys? You're in a sense, you're a person who isn't themselves. When you're afraid, you're a person who's not thinking first. You're a person who's reacting before they think. Right? When you're afraid, you're a person who's so scared that their heart is piercing out of their chest, right? Who's so scared that would sacrifice another person if they were being chased by a zombie. That's what fear and being afraid feels like. Sorry, guys. Being afraid, being fear, having fear, it changes who you are. It makes you into something that you're not. It makes you into something that you never wanted to be, but because you're so afraid, you don't even realize what you're becoming. You don't realize the changes that are happening in front of you. You don't realize those things. And a lot of it is because so many of us have been distracted, and so many of us have been torn down and beat down and broken into, that we have no choice but to fear, because that's what we've allowed ourselves to accept. But guys, I'm here to tell you that we don't have to be afraid. It's better to face your fear, because once you face that fear, you'll never have to face it again. Once you face that fear becomes your friend. When you go through that battle, or you walk through that tunnel, once you get to the other end, you're home free. And that's the thing, is that our reality has been changed and warped so much that we don't understand that our fears are holding us back from being happy. We don't realize the things that are stopping us from being the people that we are. And all of my infinite beings, you are beautiful. You are radiant. You are smart. You are powerful, and you are worthy. And I just want you guys all to know that your fear is only what you allow it to be. You don't want to allow your fear to consume you, because it changes the person you are without you even noticing. It turns you, honestly, into a murderer if you were never one before. You don't have to always physically kill someone to be a murderer in my eyes, because you can always hurt someone mentally, emotionally, spiritually. There are so many different ways to hurt another person, and a lot of people consider it, as just being physical death. But for me, honestly, there's so many other ways to physically kill a person or break a person down to where they feel like they're nothing. But that's where we get stuck and we get wrapped up, and our fears change our whole entire reality. Our fears allow us to make stupid decisions, to say the wrong thing, to think the wrong thing, to never want to be a good person, or to be stuck in a dead-end job for the rest of our life because we're scared, we're afraid. And a lot of it comes from us being afraid of more or less what other people say and think about us. But what it's like being afraid? What is it like being in fear? I don't know why I like saying fear like that, guys. Don't judge me, okay? But what is it like having fear? It's painful. It feels like almost if you had a giant elephant sitting on your chest and it's just crushing it, right? You feel like you're palpitating. You feel like you don't know what to do. You don't know what to say. You feel lost. You feel out of yourself. You can't think straight, right? You're taking more actions before you think about what you're doing. You react before you want to do anything. But what does it feel like to be in fear? It feels like the last day of your life, until you're willing to face it, until you're willing to say that this is my life and I'm going to live my life, until you're willing to face those fears that are within you, until you're willing to step inside and discover, why do I feel this way? What makes me think this way? Why am I acting this way? Now, guys, okay, I talk a lot. Okay, got it. All right. But I could go on forever and ever and ever. But you know, so I'm just gonna shut up. All right. But I'm gonna leave that right there for y'all guys. Okay? Let me know in the comment section about how you feel about this. Peace, love, and inspiration. And we out.